and they will use that money to go and buy Kudus. But according to Kudus and according to Fabrizio, he was willing to join Oli Spurs. He was willing to join Oli Spurs. So maybe Spurs told him that you are our main target this summer. So going to Spurs, and to me, I think he will play his favorite position.
Which is?
Oh, I think they started from the right wing. I won't play Kudus as a typical normal.
But they've got Johnson in that role.
No, I think Kulusevski is there. Johnson is also there. But
does he walk into the team?
Oh, of course.
Because he has that versatility of being able to drift.
And to even play as a number 10, to me, a fully fit Maddison will still start as a number 10. And even per report, Gibbs White is also on the verge of moving to
from
Tottenham.
Nottingham Forest.
Yes, to Tottenham. So Kudus will rather fight for the left side and the right side. But me, I don't want him to play as the left side because he was doing that at West Ham, and we, the football lovers, Ghanaians, were criticizing the coach that, oh no, Kudus should start as the right wing or the number 10 position. So to me, I'm just hoping that he should start as the left winger or let's say the number 10 position, which I don't see more competition in this Tottenham team because Kudus, all jokes aside, last season he was not that okay,
at his
but
best.
He's a top class player. So Kudus, a fully fit Kudus who is playing under a good system, and mind you, he's going to play under a good coach too. Thomas Frank, all jokes aside, he's one of the best upcoming coaches in the world. So let's see how he's going to play. But to me, going to Tottenham, pressure wise, they won't expect you to win the trophy every season.
So they won one. They won one in 17 years. So maybe another 17 years time, and then the pressure will be on.
Yeah.
So currently, Abigail Senasusu of Sport EFM is on the Super Sport. She's our correspondent from Casablanca, covering the women's AFCON. She's live on Super Sport at the moment. So big one for us there. She's given us some great insight and perspectives. One of the best female sports presenters is right there with the Black Queens, and she will be bringing us behind the scenes. So do well to follow on Sport EFM if you already are not. But Agogo, just before I move from you, yesterday at the watch party, we were joined by Lai Kingston, who was at our watch party yesterday at the Honeysuckle Airport.
Big fan.
Yeah, Lai Kingston was there.
I love him.
Yeah.
His style of play or coaching.
His style of play.
Even the coaching. Even the coaching was great. It was great. He just, I think, he probably couldn't, not emotions. He probably couldn't say a lot in public, but I do believe that he didn't have a free hand to work, and thus he resigned.
But I do agree with Agogo. I think emotionally he has a lot to learn.
Well, I mean, as a young
the
coach,
emotional outburst was
no, as a young
I didn't
coach,
expect
as a young coach.
But if you've known Lai, it's been a part of him.
Yeah, he's been very expressive.
Yeah.
Even when he was playing for Celtic, I remember there were a few occasions.
But he's a brilliant coach.
Yeah,
brilliant coach.
He played for Celtic.
Hearts. Sorry, that's his Celtic. Hearts.
Now I think it's one of the reasons he was never able to play in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And if you ask him,
disciplinary problems.
It really goes down to him. It gets down to him.
I listened to his interview at GTV.
Yeah. So yesterday he was at the watch party. We spoke to him, and then you can catch that interview also on Sporty, on the Sporty FM page on X. So he says that he was hoping Kudus would move to Chelsea.
No, wrong move.
Okay, let me come to you, V-Power. Why is it the wrong move?
This Chelsea team is too crowded.
It's stacked.
If you ask me, he doesn't bench.
But he walks into Chelsea and he displaces Madueke straight away.
He starts. He definitely starts. Even benches Neto.
Madueke.
Does he bench Neto?
Yes, he does.
Neto moves to the right.
Yeah, he benches
the
Neto.
left. Sorry,
he benches Neto. Yeah,
Neto will move to the left.
Who's on the left already?
Who is there? No, Gittins.
You know
what?
They bought Gittins.
That's what I'm saying. The person on the left right now,
Yes.
Gittins. So Neto moves to the left.
Chelsea's crowded.
You have to fight for a place
a
at
crowded
Chelsea.
place. And you see,
Winston doesn't agree.
Well,
that's why I said sorry.
Well, I want to hear his reasoning.
Okay.
Well, Winston is through and through a Chelsea fan. Maybe you have a better perspective. But you see, one of the things that a player should look at when you are moving is the guarantee that you are playing.
Facts.
is the guarantee that you are playing that week in, week out. And let's not forget, next year is World Cup.
Yeah.
Every player would want to be in a side where he can command some playing time, if not 90 minutes.
But you have to earn the right to play. You don't
Exactly.
seek for
Yeah, you shouldn't
guarantees
guarantee the
with
right to
contract
play.
negotiations.
Do you know when Chelsea should have gone for Kudus? Years back.
From Ajax?
Yes, years back. Not now. And I believe personally, the player has made a good choice by going to a team that is an upgrade from that West Ham team, if you ask.
Is it really an upgrade? How much of an upgrade
It is.
Not really.
Currently.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Currently, Tottenham Hotspur, if not for anything, one pool they have with acquiring players or getting players
It's Champions
is that
League football.
they are playing Champions League football. Another pool is that, you see, there's a lot of conviction and joy when a coach wants you to play in his team. So Lepotigi and Kudus, they didn't start off very well. There were times where the coach demanded more from Kudus, but wasn't getting it.
Off the ball.
Yes. And there've even been questionable times or moments where Kudus' style of play has come into disrepute with a lot of supporters and even people who watch football. And I remember he mentioned that he wasn't going to change his style of play. In that Tottenham Hotspur team, which I believe is a good move,
You'll probably have to change it now.
but what Kudus would have to do in this Tottenham Hotspur team to even be a mainstay is that he has to play according to what Thomas Frank
Yep.
wants.
He has to change it now.
Any player, anybody that has watched Thomas Frank with
Yeah.
Brentford
Yeah.
knows he demands 101% from
Exactly.
players. So why is he after Yohan Wissa?
Exactly.
Why is he after Brian Mbeumo? It is good for United fans that Perry Posse Mbeumo only wants United. But these are the players Thomas Frank would want. He wants workaholics. Is Kudus a workaholic? If he wants to play in that team, he needs to change his style. He needs to adapt. He needs to track back.
Yep.
And you see, I read an article about Kudus in his developmental stages at Right to Dreams. One of the people that developed Kudus at the young age is current coach of Hasselhoff, Didi Dramani.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And per what I read, in these setups, you'll be demanded to play in various positions. And you'll be demanded to give your best. So there were times where Kudus would play as a left back. There were times you play as a 6 and 8 and 10. And that has been Kudus' trademark. He can play virtually everywhere on the field. So when I started watching Kudus from the under-17 level, as part of that Pakwesi Fabin team, he was more like the dictator of that team, more like the metronome. And what stood out about Kudus is his ability to hold on to the ball and the strength, and the way he can bully players. That is Kudus' biggest trademark. Growing up, especially when he moved from Ghana to Norgeland, he developed the art of goal scoring. It became a part of him. Kudus, at the youth level, if you ask me, was not through and through a goal scorer, but he was a playmaker, a number 8 in that position. But he developed his play. So he goes to Ajax, struggles, then bam. I think there was one season he was on fine form and then he got an injury. In the Champions League when Ajax played Liverpool, even scored and then the setback came. But I think in his third season at Ajax, before he joined West Ham, he had incredible figures. And even that, the coach at Ajax then used to play him as a false 9 or play him from the wings, and he was getting in the goals. Now, the transition from leagues will put your talent in doubt. But what can you do as a player? That consistency needs to be there. Okay, you were banging in goals at we've seen Steven Bergwijn come from Ajax to Tottenham Hotspur, and they had to ship him out. Now he's somewhere around Saudi Arabia or so. So you have to be consistent. And I believe that as African players and Ghanaian players especially, they need to step up. When you move leagues, you move from a lower league to a better league, you need to keep that consistency. That has kept the image of players going. So there will be a lot of work that Kudus has to do. But the great thing is, maybe, just maybe, the coach wants that particular player to give him a certain style or add up to the style he wants to play. It's always good for you when maybe coaches can have exceptional cases for you or can say, I want you to restrict yourself just to this role. But the Thomas Frank I know would go beyond restrictions. He would want you to run, be a part of the team. He would demand more from you. And if Kudus is not ready to adapt to that style, I'm telling you, he might struggle at Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. But if you ask me, on any day, he stands a better chance of being that star boy. You see the image they've already created around him. He has that PR around him. He has a bliss, everything around him. He's a marketable player. So you see how they presented him.
Yeah.
Very marketable player. And I even want to believe that in terms of jersey sales, at this moment, I don't see any Tottenham Hotspur player
selling more than
that will sell more than Kudus.
I think
I stand to be corrected. But
well, as I know,
let's wait.
The limelight they've put him in, the way he's been presented to the Tottenham Hotspur faithfuls. And already they have a burden support in Ghana. They Sergio Manucho and the rest of the guys. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, president, outgone president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is a Hotspur fan. I know Eric Alagi Dede, a friend of mine, Kenneth Ligi, he's also a Tottenham Hotspur fan. So
Sergio too. Sergio.
Oh, for Sergio, Charlie,
big man Sergio.
Charlie. I remember when Tottenham beat Ajax. I went to the final, the Champions League final. If you had not seen Sergio bare-chested, that day he went bare-chested because Tottenham were going to the final. So, good move. I believe that it is a better team for him in terms of getting playing time. Chelsea is crowded. Chelsea have a lot of quality, and Cole Palmer, it's a crowded side. So I'm happy he's joined Tottenham, but he needs to do a lot more to ensure he's a mainstay in that team.
All right. Mo Kudus to Spurs, and we have another update just about now.
Bomba.
Now, it's an exclusive from Fabrizio Romano, and you know that is a certainty. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. So a fee agreed in excess of £50 million with add-ons included. Green light from Chelsea given. Madueke has agreed to sign to a 5-year deal at Arsenal days ago, and now he's set to complete the move. And so Ellie, I know he's listening to the show, he might not be too excited, but some of the Arsenal fans going around signing petitions for the club not to sign him. It is official once it's come from Fabrizio Romano. Noni Madueke for 50 million quid. And Winston is celebrating. Unfortunately, I think he came a few hours late because they would have used that money for Kudus.
No, you see,
good riddance.
You see, good riddance. You know something on the Kudus deal, right? I have issues with Kudus, mainly mentality wise. Why he chose. Obviously, I'll be salty as a Chelsea fan. Let me be honest. But the reason is, I won't say my theory. I do have a theory, but I won't say it on air. But I just think people should really analyze it, and it's strange, that a player would prioritize one club over others. At least given financial packages that could be presented to you, the wisest thing to do is at least listen to financial packages. Do you understand? And the fact that he has chosen to just focus on on just Spurs and listen to no one is strange for me. I do have my theories. I won't say it on air. That's just by the way.
All right.
Is Spurs the right place for him? Honestly, Vipa was spot on. Right now, he has to change the way he plays under Thomas Frank. He has to. If you saw the engine at Brentford with Mbeumo and Wisa, he has to. And I honestly do not think Kudus will thrive as a winger at Spurs because of Brennan Johnson's form. And also, I think if Spurs are to be dominant, right, Kudus will probably play the Brian Mbeumo role of probably like behind the striker.
Yeah.
That should be the best place he needs to play.
And Winston, you talking about this, you know the player Kudus reminds me so much of in that Tottenham Hotspur team, Musa Dembele.
Facts.
But
strong.
would he be that disciplined?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, just before we go on with this conversation, Mohammed Kudus spoke to the media. Let's just hear what he had to say.
No, honestly, let me say this. I've been very impressed with. Right now, I just read something that shook me. I'm not gonna lie. This transfer window has been A+ for Tottenham Hotspur. I hear they are in for Adam Walton.
Yeah.
Oh,
Top player.
Really?
From Crystal Palace and DM.
Yeah.
Top player.
no, what is Daniel Levy telling them?
Bro, they are cooking.
No,
They are
the
cooking.
reality is that you cannot go into the Champions League with
Yeah.
these players that couldn't even finish as a top team.
Exactly.
Tottenham
This
finished
is a top recruitment process.
Yeah.
You know, and it's something we don't attribute to Tottenham Hotspur often, right? This window I think is A+, and I don't think they are done. I think they will probably have some other.
The Gibbs White, is mentioned like Agogo said.
Yeah, that was a top acquisition as well.
And this is what Manchester United miss.
Yeah.
If they had won the Europa League,
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
it would have been easier to attract
Oh,
players.
That's
Charlie.
Yeah.
That was going to be my opening
But
to her coming.
with Manchester United,
Yeah.
I've realized that over the years, Manchester United have done themselves damage
Yeah.
because they've bought certain players for certain prices
That's
that
come on.
shouldn't have happened.
Exactly.
So the clubs have taken a stand.
Yeah.
Look at how the bidding process goes. If it's a Man United player, if it's a player linked to Man United, they quote different figures.
If Kudus was going to United, it would have been 80 million.
80 to
I'm
100.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Straight, easily.
And so
easily.
Brentford is saying, give us £62 million,
For Mbeumo.
62.5,
For
the same
Mbeumo.
amount you paid
Add-ons, yeah.
for Cunha.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the stats, Mbeumo had similar figures
Even
and
more.
even
More.
better
Yeah.
than Cunha.
Yeah.
You understand?
I think it's a fair point.
United's problem,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll say it
And
anytime
Madueke
I have
just
the
sold for 50
opportunity.
million. So you know you can't.
United's problem is that the man who is owning a minority stake at United, he's not ready to spend. He has a style of running football clubs he acquires. They buy young and wait for periods for them to
Ripe.
ripe and then come into the team. Or they go for players that are not so huge but have potential. So, and I'll say it, the only thing United needed was a complete takeover. Clear the depth, give them a clean slate. Clear the depth, give them a clean slate. Until that happens, Radcliffe will come and tell you that there's the issue with the PSR, they have to sell, and United's players are not. You see, the players United want out. Not a lot of clubs are after them. So a whole Rashford is begging Barcelona.
Oh.
A whole Anthony. Betis is saying we cannot pay the money and we cannot pay the salary or the wages they are taking.
Even Sancho.
So bottom line, until these things are rectified, like Amorim said, we'll continue to suffer.
All right.
Yeah.
Derek, you want to say something?
Yeah. So I wanted to just say this before I even touched on Kudus. It's funny how someone finished 17th and the person is learning from their mistakes and signing players, and somebody finished 16th and still struggling to still sign one player since May. But
No, the one who finished 17th has Champions League football. That's the.
so
that's
down there, the
caveat.
person who finished 16 had a chance to also play Champions League football, but trusted the likes of Luke Shaw and the rest, and this is where we are now. But for a Ghanaian interest, I'm very much happy. Yeah. Kudus is playing Champions League next season, be it Chelsea or Spurs. So I looked at where he will get to fit in easily. So I came here last week. I was in the position that he fits in easily at Spurs. So Winston mentioned that Chelsea was a better fit. But I mean, honestly speaking, he goes to Chelsea, whether I like it or not, he walks in.
Man United would have been the best.
Man U go. Kudus go Man U with the second from
who does Kudus
Ghana Black Stars.
Help me.
Yeah. So
does he bench?
So I was explaining. Kudus benches Pedro Neto. Kudus benches
Madueke, who is going now.
Oh, Madueke is gone now. So there's the opportunity.
Why do you want to sack him? Like he's not even he's not signed a contract yet.
Look,
no, let me hear Winston, please.
Yeah, the reason why Kudus benches Pedro Neto is because Pedro Neto right now, he's used as a winger who can take on players. Nobody takes on players more than Kudus. Kudus has the best dribbling ratio in the league.
Yeah. Winston, I bet
Kudus has strength.
You're
Kudus
a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Kudus, you see, the Pedro Neto will not dilly-dally on the ball too much.
Yes. It's direct.
Kudus will slow your attack.
No, but here's the thing.
On that wing.
Chelsea's built for a player like Kudus. Let me tell you why. Because Chelsea's built for wingers. Maresca will put Kudus... Direct wingers.
But Kudus a direct winger?
Kudus hasn't played or gotten the opportunity to play as a direct winger because a lot of coaches
in the clubs he has been
trust
in.
him. So a lot of coaches don't trust him in those situations. Do you get me? But if you give Kudus the opportunity to cook somebody, Kudus can cook 3 people and give space to somebody. And the reason why it hurts me a little bit that Kudus is also not going to be at Chelsea is because Kudus would have easily slotted into that false 9 role, and his numbers would have gone from okay to amazing, and everybody will see the player that everybody knows Kudus can be in that number 10 role, because Maresca likes to play 2 number 10s in those half spaces, and Kudus is brilliant.
So number 10, I agree with
this
you.
role, it fits for him perfectly.
I agree with you, but on the wings,
he
doesn't offer what Pedro Neto offers.
Listen, when they asked Maresca about it, right? Maresca said he's known Kudus since Ajax time, right? And the way Maresca was speaking about him, he had a plan. Clearly, he had a plan for Kudus.
I agree.
But you see, Kudus wasn't patient enough. That's what it is. But you know what? I like to say, there are some players who are meant to just play and enjoy this beautiful game, and there are some people who are meant to win things in this beautiful game. Not everybody's a winner.
Yes,
not everyone's a winner.
To touch on that as well. I mean, as I said, brilliant move for Kudus, but do we see Spurs playing Champions League or winning a trophy next season? I was saying that it's been a long while since we got a Ghanaian winning a major trophy.
Yeah, Kudus is here to just enjoy the game, bro. That's the kind of player.
Maybe Spurs win the FA Cup next season.
And the thing is, the coach that he has, he's the coach that coaches beautiful football. Yeah. So he's here with a beautiful player. They are a perfect match to show beautiful football, but no end product.
Yeah. So that's my only worry is I just need that Ghanaian to win. A Ghanaian to win at least a major trophy. We are going to the World Cup 2026, and I said next year World Cup our least is quarterfinal. We are being serious. We are staying in the US as long as possible.
But do you know the crazy thing? Even if Kudus had gone to Chelsea, right, and he had to fight for his place. In fact, let me go worst case scenario. Even if Kudus had gone to Chelsea and been a bench player, he would start for the Black Stars easily.
Oh, for sure. That one there. No doubt. No doubt. That
would have not affected.
No. That one there.
Selection.
Simple. That would have not affected play.
You understand?
Oh, that one there.
That would have not affected
easily.
Selection at all.
For sure.
So nobody's benching. I don't think that was his reason.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying that Ghana winning like.
You still
Yeah. I'm not even saying the World Cup. He being on the bench.
No, come and say Otuado is playing French play.
Oh no. Now, I'm not saying that he will be on the bench. Mine is that we need a Ghanaian to win a trophy. Like we need Ghanaians to win.
Partey without a club.
We'll still play
with his case
for Black Star.
Let's say FIFA should allow us to play Partey.
He'll still play.
Partey will still start.
Oh, easily.
He'll still start.
Yeah.
Nami.
There are some players.
Wait. And now
agree.
we should go and
Okay.
call Salis.
Salis.
Okay.
Salis, Madueke's best friend, Salis. Was papa.
There are some players here based on who they are and also where they play. Forget.
Okay,
No matter what.
okay. Yeah, let's look at this hypothetical. If Thomas Partey is inactive at club level for 6 months, does he still play?
Facts. He
For
started.
the
He plays.
Blasters.
Yes.
Yes.
Today
He plays.
No, not today.
Like-
We are going to the World Cup. Let's say he doesn't have a club by that
He
time.
goes. He goes. He goes.
He goes by.
He doesn't play for me. I think
We are going to the World
6
Cup, but he
months,
still doesn't
6
have a
months,
club.
yeah.
he doesn't play. He's not active. I
6
think
months,
we need to
yeah.
move away from
He plays.
having players play because they have history or
Their
maybe a
name.
No.
Yeah.
No, based on the quality.
Football is
Look,
serious
with your
business.
Based on the
country, we
quality.
don't have- yes.
Based on the quality, because
But quality, rusted quality
No.
is not exactly the same.
No, but
But
check-
you can't
but
be
check this out.
inactive for 6 months and come and
Thomas
command a
Partey-
starting bet in your national
Listen,
team.
Thomas Partey will still be active because he's a professional player, and he has to keep active to be able to play at a high level.
Listen, training by yourself.
It's
Or-
different from-
it's different from
playing
game
competitive
fitness.
football.
It's different from game
It's-
fitness.
I think
entirely
for
different.
6 months.
6 months, he
in the
doesn't
house
make
down
the
there, he
team.
wouldn't start.
Okay, so
Maybe
let me ask you.
he might be called, but starting I
Don't call him. Call him and do what?
Let me ask you: if Thomas Partey plays 6 months in Saudi,
He
starts. He plays.
Still playing.
it's actually the same as not.
Cristiano Ronaldo will have issues with you.
Oh, Winston,
See,
come on.
Look, we've seen what Al Hilal was doing at the FIFA Club World
Al
Cup.
Hilal is top 3 in Saudi. Not there. If you go down, if you go,
If Thomas Partey will move-
He's moving to
if
top
he's
3.
moving to Saudi,
He's
he
moving
will
to
be
top
will be
3.
a top 3 team.
Top 3.
All right,
Easily.
but speaking about French players, Rodrigo, the curious case of Rodrigo, and what is happening with him.
my darling
Is
boy.
anybody conversant with his wages?